Hi everyone, it's the Tides Changing here, and welcome to part 7 of Let's Play The Sims 4. So Olivia's just getting up and eating some breakfast before she heads off to work, and Bobby just headed off to work since he worked bright and early at 7. She doesn't work till 11, so, she's got about 4 hours to kill before she has to go in. And this will actually be a pretty eventful part, because in this part Bobby and Olivia will be getting married. But they, of course, won't be getting married today since they both work. Saturday's a much better day from that since, them and most of the other people in their friend group have the day off. So, yeah, it's just going to be a nice Saturday wedding, and for today, they'll work. And I was also thinking about having them go on a date after she gets back from work, which, since she works a little bit later, because she works 11 to 7, and I can't click on him, of course, because he's at work. But he gets off at 3, so he'll be home a little bit earlier. But until she goes off to work, we could probably have her work on her aspirations, since this is good, and hopefully she'll get a promotion. They'll definitely help with the wedding, because right now they don't even have enough to throw a wedding, since weddings are so expensive, which I guess is pretty realistic. And I also, of course, want them to hire, a mixologist and caterer and musician, which is 250 simoleons each. So these guys really need to raise some money before doing that. And we'll, of course, be throwing their wedding at Hawethorne Vistas, which is a wedding venue that I just did a speed build of. Let's see what she needs to do for her aspiration, though. Oh, and someone pointed out to me in the comments that if I click on the mailbox, I can have her publish her book. So it's right here. So let's go ahead and self-publish Tigers Don't Take Naps. So I thought it was like The Sims 3 where it kind of published on its own, but apparently it doesn't. So we have to go and do this do this ourselves. Alright. Oh. Alright, so she self-published. She won't make as much as selling rates to a publisher, but will receive a small amount in royalties daily. Okay, so maybe for the next book we can have her sell the rights so she makes more money, and oh look, there's Meredith in her bridesmaid dress. I don't know why they end up in the wrong outfits. So I did give all the guys and girls like bridesmaid and groomsmen outfits, and I was gonna wait till the wedding to show them, but she came walking over in this, so let me actually change that really quick, and I'll explain a little bit more about those outfits when it's actually the wedding. So let me do that really quick. So I got Meredith's outfit strained out, but for whatever reason, it sent her home. But how did this end up out here? Whatever. Let's just clean it or throw it away. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, apparently when you use the testing cheats to edit someone in Create a Sim, it switches to their household. I didn't realize that, so it kind of switched to their household, and then when I switched back to this one, she was gone. But yeah, so you got to see the bridesmaid dresses. So I gave all 3 of the other girls those dresses, and then the guys have white suits because, I know I said I was going to explain this at the wedding, but it doesn't really matter. But for the wedding, I decided to go with a red and white theme because Olivia likes red, so, she has a white dress, and then, I gave Bobby a red tux because I thought it'd be kind of fun to swap it for the bride and groom. But let's have her work on a book. So she had to write, then her next milestone, she has to write 2 books and beat writer's block. So let's have her write a short story. Let's have her do something a little bit different. And like I said, we'll try selling the rights to a publisher the next book so that, she can get a little bit more money, but at least she'll get a little bit of money for this. Alright, let's see, what is the name of this book? Tall Tales for Short Adults. Sure, we'll go with this. If you guys want to suggest book names for future books that she writes, that'd be awesome, because I'm not really the most creative with coming up with book names, so you guys can suggest whatever you want. It could be a real book, it could be a book you made up, whatever you want. But we'll just go with this for the time being. And it was also pointed out to me that you can tell how far she is along with writing the book by looking at this here. So I didn't realize that at first, but this green thing goes around, and when it's all the way around, she's done. And she starts working hours, so she actually has to go off to work very soon. It also looks like I missed that notification, but she did get a little bit of money, so she got 8 simoleons for her book. So that's not really a whole lot, but I guess, she'll get better royalties as time goes along. But she actually has to head off to work soon, so, I'll just be back when, I guess, Bobby's home, since he'll be getting home quite a bit earlier than her. Alright, Olivia just got home from work, and she made 200 simoleons, so they're just 5 simoleons short of having a wedding. So unfortunately, they're pretty close. But I'm gonna have them go out on the town now. You know, I think it'd be fun to have them do another date, so we'll have wait. We'll have her ask him out on a date. Or let's have him kiss cheek first.
Oh. Tebow. Ganir.
Ask out on a date. There we go. And I think I'll have him go to... So last time they went to the park, I think we'll have them go to the bar. The two of them are on their date now, so let's see what we have. Of course, socializing, be flirty at the same time, and sit and talk with your date. Well, let's get started on the socializing. So we'll have her express fondness and hold hands. Let's see what else can we do. It looks like a whole bunch of other people are walking in now. Also, is that Brian? Oh, there's Brian. We'll have him say hi to him. But I mainly want to focus on these guys. Let's also talk about do an inside joke. And then we'll have her go over and, you know, say hi to Brian. Ooh, it looks like they're both flirty. Actually, neither of them.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so she's gonna go over and say hi to Brian really quick and then get back to... Oh, it looks like Taz is here too. So we'll have her say hi to her also. Oh, looks like he came over to talk with them. That's cool. Let's see if we can get Let's see if we can get Taz to join in on the conversation. But I guess for now we can just focus on the socialization. Let's see, tell engaging story. He's just gonna stand there and watch as they hug awkwardly. Brian's kind of a third wheel right now. He's just sitting there watching them. Wishing he had a relationship. I think we already did express fondness, but oh well. Let's see, is there like a bench or something they can sit at? I actually don't think oh, there's a bench. Alright, so let's have them sit together out here. So unfortunately, I have to break up this little group chat, or not. They're all three of them are just gonna go out there and sit on the bench then. All right, so I guess now Brian's just kind of gonna tag along with them. Well, so now I gotta tell a story. Let's try. Let's tell a funny story. Maybe I shouldn't have talked to Brian. I mean, I meant for her to just say hi and then, you know, kind of just go back to paying. Whoa. And let's tease flirtatiously. Alright, is he leaving? Okay, good. He's leaving them. That was kind of awkward.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute. I had to get a picture of that. Let's see if we can get these two flirty. Let's kiss. Oh, why is he uncomfortable? Oh, he's sleepy. Oh, maybe he'll still get a little bit flirty. Let's see. Let's blow a kiss. Maybe we should do this from his perspective. Ooh, kiss hands. We could also do the deep conversations, that's another thing. I'm gonna see if we can get a gold medal this time. I think they actually got a gold medal the last date they had, so I want to see if we can do this again. Let's do that interaction twice to get that taken care of. Looks like Taz is still there, but I don't know, like I want to say hi to her, but then she might just join in and then not really leave like Brian did. Oh, kiss passionately. Wait. I want to make sure I do that before, 'cause she's starting to get a little bit tired too. Let's see, passionate kiss, and we gotta of course get a picture of that. I don't think I've had them do that interaction yet. Where is it? Alright, I still don't see an option for the passionate kiss. I don't know where it is. Well, we'll just have them. We'll have them for a little bit more. I think this wedding probably won't, this date probably won't go on for too much longer. Yeah, well, let's have him offer a rose. That's always really cute. And I do want to get a picture of that.
Plato. Flip Croot.
Alright, let's see.
For no syllabatus, Gorch Botany.
Oh, how cute. Well, maybe we could have him get some drinks for the night's end, since I don't think they're gonna be able to do the whole passionate kiss thing that, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to be working. So, let's order... See, they should... I mean, I feel like let's just get the cheapest. They really can't afford to spend a ton of money right now, though. I could probably just sell something to be able to get them to pay for the wedding, but we just won't be able to hire all the, people I wanted to. I mean, we could make Meredith a mixologist, but I don't want to do that to her. What is she doing? Oh. Well, they didn't get to do the passionate kiss, but they still got a gold medal on that wedding, which is awesome. So there's something special in the inventory. Maybe we can sell whatever that special thing is to be able to afford the wedding. I think there was an item from the last gold date they had too. So there's a little bit of extra money there, but I'm gonna have these two head on home since they are pretty darn tired. So I'm just gonna have them go to bed. So I'll see you all in the morning. It's the next morning and both of the two lovebirds are up. And they're both in a pretty good mood. I'm probably gonna have them go off to Hawethorne Vistas pretty soon and get the wedding started kinda early. You know, I don't want to hold it off too late and then, you know, things are ending at like midnight or something like that. You know, I want to start in the afternoon. And plus also, you know, I just want to make sure they get there early enough. I mean, at least it's not like the Sims 3 where they have the open world and you have them go somewhere and they get there like 2 hours late or something like that. But while she's at the computer, let's have her work on that book she was writing for a little bit. So Tall Tales for Short Adults. And I actually should probably have her stop that and have them both head off to plan their wedding now. So let's travel with, and of course travel with Bobby. Both of them have arrived at their wedding venue, and something I forgot to mention was that they have enough money for the wedding and for a caterer. They got a reward item for their gold medal date that was about 250 simoleons, and then they had another one from the previous gold medal date, so I sold both of those. And they had enough money for both the wedding and the caterer. You know, I'm kind of sad they couldn't hire a musician or a bartender, but I mean, the bartender isn't really necessary because there's that guy here tending the bar. But it's mainly the caterer that I was concerned about. But let's just get right to planning this wedding. So let's see, I think, yep, let's just plan to hold the wedding here. I'm not sure, like, I know you can choose the lot, so, like, they probably could have been on their home lot and had, you know, planned to have the wedding here, but I did that once where I was at a home lot and I planned to have it at a community lot, and they just held it at their home, and I didn't want to risk it with weddings being so expensive, you know, because they didn't get reimbursed. I canceled the wedding and they didn't get the 1,000 simoleons back, of course. So I wanted to make sure that doesn't happen. So of course we're gonna have a wedding, and let's hopefully we can invite everyone. I'm just gonna invite everyone that they can, because I want this to be a huge wedding, you know? So I think that they were able to invite everyone. So let's see, there's, I think this is everyone in the friend group. Yep, that looks like it's everyone. So they have all of these guests, and I guess the friends will be like kind of like the party, you know, the bridesmaids and groomsmen, and then everyone else is just kind of a regular guest. So I'm just gonna hire for it. I'd feel bad just making someone they don't know be it. So we'll hire them, and then they don't really need these other two. So yay! Hopefully they all show up in the proper attire. I went through and changed them all to the right, you know, to the right formal wear, so hopefully they show up in that. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is, hold on, let me get over to her. So this is her wedding dress. I guess it looks like it's kind of a pinkish pattern. And was this the right one? It's formal too. Let's... Ah, there we go. This was, I was about to say, I didn't think that was the right one. Alright, so this is actually her wedding look. So it is a white dress. And then she's got some red jewelry because she likes red. And like I said, the theme of the wedding is red and white and some red earrings too. And let me change him into the right formal wear. Formal wear too. So I gave him a red suit just to go with that theme since, you know, she's wearing the white dress. I wanted him to have a red suit. And hopefully everyone else... Okay, there we go. So Lily is in the proper formal wear. She is not. He is not. Oh my gosh. Alright, well that sucks. Alright, I'm going to see if I can fix this really quick. On second thought, I'm not going to go into Create a Sim because when you do that, it switches households, and I'm worried that you might cancel the wedding. You know, I really don't want to risk that. So unfortunately, most of them won't be in the right attire. I went through and switched all of the household's clothing to be the right one, but well, anyway, Lily has the right dress on here. So this is what all the girls are supposed to have on, but they don't. But let's thank her for coming and talk to her a little bit. So we'll just join in on this conversation from her, and we'll give everyone a chance to show up before, going to the arch and throwing the wedding. That's a bummer that everyone didn't show up, but I mean, it's a Sims, not everything's gonna go right, unfortunately. But at least Lily showed up in the proper attire. She got the memo. So let's see if the caterer isn't working on the food yet. Hopefully she does, though, or he does. I don't know who the caterer is exactly, but I'm just gonna make sure everyone's here before I start the ceremony. So there's these guys. There's Brian. I think CJ is the only one missing. Let me see if we can check to see if he's here. He may have had to work, so he may not have showed up. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think CJ showed up because he was supposed to work today. Well, in that case, I think we'll get on with the ceremony, and I'm gonna light the fireplace. I know it's a little bit of a risk because it could potentially catch things on fire, but when I was playtesting and doing the showcase for the speed build of it, there weren't any issues with it catching anything on fire, so hopefully it should be fine. I'm going to be really a little bit nervous until after they, exchange their vows and all of that. I'm going to be worried that's going to catch things on fire. But I want to have it lit just because it adds to that romance, a bit. But let's, alright, so it looks like we have to, so let's get him in here too so they can get married. And we're just going to get right to it so things don't run too late. So let's have him get married to Olivia Hall. And I'm probably gonna have to go into Creative Sim and change her last name because this game doesn't automatically. Alright, let's get in tab mode so we can see everything, and hopefully everyone comes in. I haven't done too many weddings, but I think they kind of hold off on things until everyone gets in. At least that's what I've noticed. Let's get a better angle here. I'll take a picture of it, of course. Oh, they look so cute. I just love the fire behind it. Alright, so they're doing it now. And I believe that is it. These two are married now. Ooh, so, okay, so I am gonna have to change her last name because I think she's still Olivia Hall, so I'm gonna have to change her to Olivia Fan. But now we can move on to the cake and eating food. Hopefully the caterer is doing their freaking job and making a cake, which they're not. I don't know where the caterer is. I mean, we hired a caterer. They better do their job. Alright, so here's our caterer. Let's introduce ourselves. I don't think we can tell them to cook. I wish we could, but she's just not even doing her job. I mean, there's a full kitchen. I mean, I guess we can have a little bit of time just hanging out at the bar. But hopefully, where's Olivia? Have her come over here. Oh, she's still in front of the fire. And, oh, I didn't catch anything on fire. Let's have her come over here and kiss his cheek. And the caterer is still not doing her job. I really don't... Wait, is she doing it? Is she doing it? No. Go make some cake. Alright, we may have to have one of these guys make cake, unfortunately. You know what, fine, since the caterer's not doing their job, and I don't think we can be like, hey, do your job, which I really do wish that there was, I wish there was that option, though, because like, I feel like there should be. You should be able to tell the caterer what to do. But I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't think we can do that. That sucks. That sucks. I really feel like you should be able to do that. But it looks like we're just gonna have to have her make the cake, or him. We'll have him make the cake. I don't know. Whoever. I don't know who has a better cooking skill. Well, it looks like he doesn't have any cooking skill. She has a little bit. But we'll have him make the wedding cake. Because the caterer never does their job. When I was doing the showcase, the caterer didn't make the cake either. Like, they didn't make any food. I don't know what it is. But while he's making the cake, we'll have her say hi to, we'll have her talk to Taz, you know, say hi to some of the friends. Let's have her do an impression. In Brighton Day, and it looks like she's chatting it up with Malcolm Landgrab. And she's feeling flirty. Is she? Is there something going on here? Are they flirting? Does Taz have a love interest? Well, we should thank her for coming. You know, express admiration. Discuss favorite authors. Let's also ask about Day. We should check on how Bobby's coming along. Okay, cool. So he made the cake. Let's drag that on over to the wedding cake table. Actually, I should probably give a quick tour of this place for those of you. I mean, you've probably seen it, but if you didn't see the speed build, you know, obviously over here is the wedding chapel. Here's a little bar area, kitchen, the bathrooms, of course, and then this is supposed to be like the formal reception area. You know, this is a dance floor, there's speakers on the walls, and this is just kind of a little setup for the wedding cake, because, you know, I want to have something special than just sticking the wedding cake on a table. So I thought that'd be really pretty, but let's get them cutting the wedding cake. So we have to add a wedding topper first, so we'll do that. And then we can have them cut the cake and take a picture of that and all, and, you know, that'll take care of that accomplishment. I really want them to have a gold medal wedding because they get a kitchen appliance. I don't know how good of a quality one it is, but it's always handy to have a, you know, even if it's a same quality one, they can sell it. Alright, so let's see. Is she coming over here to take part in that? Alright, yeah, I think she is. So we'll just do this. We'll just get into tab camera mode. Oh, we're not? Okay, so that's not how I planned on it. Oh, is he taking the cake to her? I think he's taking the cake to her to, you know, exchange it or whatever they do. He's pretty bouncy right now. He's pretty happy. I mean, I'd be happy too if I just got married. Oh, now he has to pee. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so I think he's gonna take it over here and they're gonna exchange bites, you know, that whole thing. At least they're doing it in here, you know, it's kind of romantic in here. Alright, so he's taking it in here. Let's get a nice picture of this. There we go. How cute. Alright, now we can go to the bathroom, which he apparently really needs to do. Yep. And she's a little bit hungry, unfortunately. Like before, the caterer isn't doing their freaking job, so we don't have any food. Alright, well, I might have to have... Let's have her whip something up for everyone. Man, that was a waste of $250. I should have just not hired a caterer. Actually, you know, let's do a garden salad. That's pretty quick and easy for them to make. I guess I could have her have some cake. That'd probably help with the whole hunger thing, but, you know, I want there to be an actual dinner meal, because everyone's just kind of filling up on cake and chips, and Lily's in here getting her groove on. Let's get a pic of that. Lily might need to work on her moves some. I don't know what she's doing there with her hands. What is that? Oh, we should get someone in here dancing with her. Let's see, how is... you know, you should probably use the bathroom. There you go. Take care of your business in there. I was about to say we should have someone dance with Lily, but she stopped. She got sick of dancing by herself. And did she finish making the garden salad? Oh, she's still working on that garden salad. Stupid lazy caterer. Like, that's the... What is the caterer even... She's just standing there. Like, what has she done? She just sat there at the bar drinking. You know, while the bride and groom are making all the food and the cake. Like, what good was she? Ugh. I mean, the kitchen obviously works, because, you know, like, they made cake and salad. But let's call everyone to this meal so, you know, everyone can get some nice food. And it looks like there aren't any more goals or whatever spent. It looks like they're gonna get a gold medal, so we'll see what kind of appliance they end up with. Alright, let's call everyone to meal. What was she? Oh, Taz is a little bit better at dancing than Lily. Yeah, Taz has got some moves. Yeah, so everyone's just grabbing that meal of garden salad. She's hanging out at the bar here with Lily.
Shirak.
Let's tell a knock-knock joke. Oh, we can never talk about... Oh, there's just a talk about favorite author interaction, but it went away. But let's boast about family. You know, I guess now that her and Bobby are married, they're like a family. And the next part of that, I'm with these two. I will probably have them have their first kid. So the next go-round, I think I said this before, but the next go-round I'll be with each household for 3 parts, because I really want to go into depth on things. And, you know, if they're going to have a kid, I'm going to need to be with them for multiple parts. So that'll be what goes on the next time I'm with these guys. And I'm pretty excited, you know, get the first kid in this Let's Play. But we're not going to have them get pregnant right away, you know. It's on the long lifespan, so we can take things a little slow. Speaking of which, how many more days they have until they age up? So, 64 days, so we got plenty of time. And what is he doing? Why are you sleeping? And she needs to go. Let's see, is there anyone that he can dance with? Is anyone dancing that he's friends with? Oh, you know, we should have... Okay, you need to go to the bathroom, and then after you go to the bathroom, you will dance with your husband. After... You just ate. You don't need... You need to go to the bathroom, not eat. Alright, so after she does that, we'll have, Alright, stop that. Go to the bathroom. You really need to dance. I want you to dance with your husband before the night ends. Unfortunately, you can't hear the music, though, because I have it turned off for potential copyright reasons. But we'll have her go here after she's done. Oh, when the wedding's done, and of course they got a gold medal, which is awesome. And it looks like everyone... Brian also has to go, too. But I do want to have them dance before the night is over with, so we'll have him come over here. What is he doing? Dance! Okay, so he's gonna dance. We'll come over here and dance with her. Alright, let's kiss hands. Yeah, I think for the other weddings in this Let's Play, I'll have kind of a different theme as far as, you know, the bridesmaids and groomsmen dresses go. Hopefully, you know, the next time they have a wedding, I might take away their other formal wear so they only have one formal wear to show up in, because I kept their original formal wear. And hope that they would show up in the second one, because I went around and changed all their outfits, but they just showed up. Some of them just showed up in the original one, unfortunately, but, you know, I'll just get rid of the... I'll just make it so they only have one formal wear outfit to ensure that they show up in the right one, but let's do the dance together, and hopefully... Actually, if I do that, he might dance with that other woman. Where did... What is she doing? She's making some coffee. Ooh, passionate kiss. There we go. We have to have him do that. Try to get them to do that on the date, and it didn't quite work out well, so I want to get a picture of this, especially since, you know, they're in their wedding outfits. Alright, let's make sure we get a... There we go. You know what, I think I'm gonna have them both head home now. Carry their, you know, she's feeling a little flirty, we'll carry this on at their house. These two are back home from what I think was a pretty successful wedding, and she's going to bed. Let's have her wake up, though. You know, it's their wedding night. I want them to be a little bit romantic. So let's see. Let's kiss hands. And kiss cheek. And then, you know what? Well, let's have him... you know what? Let's just get right to it. Let's have him woohoo. That's what is going to be the end result anyway.
Yibs!
Alright, so it looks like these two are going to go off and do that. So yeah, I think their wedding actually went pretty well. Usually with sim weddings, especially in The Sims 3, there's always issues with the routing, especially if there's staircases involved, but it went pretty well. Now they're enjoying their wedding night. And oh, let's check out what, before I end this episode, let's check out what they got as their reward for their wedding. Let's see, they got, oh, it's not really, they got a microwave. They already have a microwave. Is this a nicer microwave? Let's see, the waves better. I think that I just got them the, okay, so it's a slightly better microwave, I believe. $470. Alright, let's sell this microwave and give them a nicer one. And personal brewer, well, they don't have room for a coffee maker, unfortunately. So we'll just sell that. Do we have room for this? I think, yeah, we could fit that in there. Actually, I don't know if that's too crowded. I think that's fine though. That's on that same counter. And what is this? Wedding pillar. I don't know, I think I'm gonna sell these two. They could use the extra money. But anyway, I think this is a good point to end this part at. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and bye.